How's it going, everyone? My name is Corbin with Home Gyms Canada, and today we're back in the gym taking a look at one of my favorite topics, which is powerlifting bars. More specifically, sitting here in front of me is the Ultimate Powerlifting Barbell from Squat Racks Canada. We're gonna go over all the specs and all of that good stuff. So if you wanna know if this bar deserves your consideration, you might wanna stick around. Before we dive on into all that fun and good stuff, I wanted to quickly touch on the packaging that this bar came in. Sitting in front of me is their standard cardboard tube that this bar came packaged in. However, something that caught me off guard a little bit was there was no end caps on this tube. Rather, they were using plastic tape to hold the contents inside. On top of that, they were using these small rubber end caps to protect the barbell inside the tube. And this is something that I could potentially see being an issue just because I don't think it offers enough protection. Especially considering how the delivery drivers are throwing around our equipment these days. With that said, I might be biting my own words a little bit because to my surprise, my barbell came in excellent condition. So I'm gonna leave you to form your own opinions here. Now that we have the bar back in front of us, let's dive on in and talk a little bit about the specs. Now this is a powerlifting barbell, meaning it's gonna follow the IPF standards. To go further in depth on that, the diameter on this bar is 29 millimeters, and it comes with the 2 powerlifting knurl marks. The sleeves have minimal spin, which is quite standard when it comes to powerlifting bars, and the knurling is quite aggressive in comparison to other types of barbells. Another specification I wanted to point out is the tensile strength, which is a whopping 235,000 PSI, which I think is on the high side in comparison to other power bars. I wanted to mention that this barbell is made in Canada, which is awesome to see. And lastly, Squat Racks Canada is offering a 5-year warranty on this bar. The coating on this barbell is a black zinc finish, which is on the lower end of the scale in terms of corrosion resistance. I recommend up here in Canada that you do your best to control the temperature and control the humidity in your environment just to prolong the lifespan of your barbells. If your temperature isn't controlled or your humidity isn't controlled, I would recommend looking at a stainless option or maybe even a Cerakote option as well. With that said, even in a temperature controlled environment, your barbells will still corrode over time and regular barbell maintenance will still be required. Some 3-in-1 oil and a nylon brush will do the trick just fine, so don't be afraid of that because it's really much easier than it seems. Lastly, I wanted to point out that this barbell comes in a bare steel variant if you so choose. Moving along to the sleeves and the coating process here, which is quite unique in comparison to other barbells. Squat Racks Canada has elected to go with a proprietary FNC coating process for ultimate wear and corrosion resistance. The corrosion and wear resistance is truly next level, and that is something that I really like about this barbell. Also, on the topic of sleeves, I wanted to mention that these sleeves are not ribbed and are completely smooth, which means loading plates is gonna be a breeze and it doesn't make that awful noise when doing so. When purchasing this barbell, Squat Racks Canada gives you the option between an aggressive knurl and an ultra aggressive knurl. I elected to go with the ultra aggressive option simply because that is my preference. However, with that said, I think some might be disappointed with the knurling here just because it's a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. In comparison to my other barbells, I'd probably put this mid-pack somewhere. And here's a quick comparison between this bar, the Ultimate Powerlifting Bar from Squat Racks Canada, and the infamous Rogue Ohio Power Bar. I feel like that is the best bar to compare to just simply because it's the most popular. With that said, if you're new to powerlifting barbells or coming over from a commercial gym, I think the knurling will suffice and will provide a good grip. Me personally, I was just hoping for something a little bit more aggressive. The price of this barbell comes in at $449, which is nearing the higher end of competing barbells. However, this bar does offer the unique sleeve coating and the fact that it is made here in Canada. If this bar does align with your values, I think that you have a good bar on your hands. Personally, my only drawback might be the underwhelming knurl, again, in my opinion. With that said, I've really been enjoying my time with this barbell and it has become one of my favorite bars to use. I think this is a well-designed bar and the build quality is top-notch. Before we go, I wanted to quickly mention that if you want more information on this barbell, we have a full blog post on our website that I highly recommend you check out. As always, my name was Corbin with Home Gyms Canada. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys around here sometime soon.